None of these new games use innovative interactive technologies these days.
Has this ever happened to you? Well, fear no more, because the answer to your problems is here. The all-new game, The Floor is Lava. In this game, you will maneuver across a scientific facility, moving across platforms, going up elevators, and of course using all the skills you have, if you have any for that case, to avoid the rising lava level that makes its way through the floor. The interactive technologies within this game include a mouse, which is used to make the player look around the map to orientate their camera and their screen. A keyboard that incorporates the use of the WSD keys to move the player around the map, and of course jumping, because how else are you going to get up in this world? But wait, this doesn't solve our problem with the lack of innovative interactive technologies. Well, that's where our jump mechanic comes in. With the use of speech recognition software, we're able to program the game so every time you say jump into your microphone, the character will jump. I know.
Those words, is it possible to use them in a sentence together like that?
With all these control schemes, now you know exactly how you can avoid getting burned to a crisp.
Seriously, I cannot stress enough. Don't fall in the lava.
Hi. Sorry, just popping in just to tell you all about the speech recognition software. It's quite an interesting thing, actually. What is speech recognition software? Well, I can tell you. Basically, it takes words and phrases and pops them in an archive. And in this archive, it takes each word and each phrase that it has and makes a nice little diagram of it, like this. This is a spectrogram. What a spectrogram does, it takes high frequencies and low frequencies and tries to make words out of these different kinds of wavelengths. So that way, it can recognise when someone speaks into their microphone what word they're saying. Interesting, don't you think? Well, that's all from me. I'll see you in 2023 on the 60th anniversary. Okay, back to The Floor is Lava. When designing my game, I was tasked with including 3 interactive technologies. After I figured out what ones I wanted to use, it was a matter of making a game concept.
I have an idea!
And I thought, let's annoy the player. Make them do parkour with the inability of jumping unless they say jump. My next step was including a map. So I decided to hop into Blender and model the entire map there. Instead of spending a lot of time working on the environment, I wanted to focus on the mechanics more. So, to reduce time, Blender was a really big time saver, and meant if I wanted to add changes to the map, I could just extrude another face onto it. Once I had made the map, it was now a simple solution of just adding in a character controller. So I used the best default method that any Unity beginner uses, a bean. After I had made this bean, I started implementing some code for a basic character movement, allowing it to move right, left, forward, and back. After finishing constructing a working character controller, which now could even jump, but using the spacebar at this point as testing purposes, the reason I chose lava as a game feature is because it's a motivator. Because no one wants to be completely boiled alive and turned into molten sludge. To construct the lava, I made a moving plane that would move from one point to another point, which you can see in the code is the same as a moving platform, which is also incorporated in this game, where the elevators are. Originally, the elevators were going to be ladders, however, I had no idea how to code ladders. So
I see this as an absolute win.
now that the platforms moved and the lava was slowly rising through the map, all the mechanics were done. So I decided to make some basic menus, add in a little bit of sound, and begin on the speech recognition software. Did I run into problems with the speech recognition software? Ha ha ha! Yes, I did. But luckily, I was able to fix these changes. One of the bugs that happened was Originally, whenever you would start the game, it would immediately think that you said jump and would cause you to fly into the air until you were on the ceiling and unable to move. However, this was easily fixed by adding in a blank space and making the default phrase blank. I know, simple fixes. With assistance from the world's leading scientists, we were able to finally crack the code, and Eureka! We had solved it with very little issues whatsoever. Ignore that. Here we have Timmy, one of our greatest and most efficient testers, who's offered to take the chance to play the game and test it out to see if we've finally made something worth of value. How's it going there, Timmy? Jump! 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 No! Another satisfied customer. Overall, I think the game came out much better than I anticipated, and to be honest, seems very fun to play. To further this experience, I would try to probably make it a mobile game. So that way you can take the fun experience on the go, on the trains, on the cars, and even in the streets. The possibilities are yours. But that's all we have for today. Enjoy the game. It's now available to play. Look through the code if you really wish. And I hope you enjoyed this assignment.